for every one share of Reliance held by any investor, they got another share of, they got one share of JFSL. It's Jio. There's nothing Reliance doesn't know in terms of our purchasing, where we buy, what we buy, when we buy. The other big announcement that they've made is that they are going to be getting into asset management.
Right. Hello everyone, welcome to Cut the Noise, where we are going to talk about markets, investments and finances and help you demystify anything that is going on around. Today we are going to talk about Jio Financial Services Limited and Abhishek is going to help us out with that.
Pleasure to be here, Ashish.
What is happening in India around Jio Financial Services Limited? I tried to learn a lot about it, but could find very minimal information. So information is scarce, so maybe you can help.
Good question. And you're right, there is very little information that is known, but just as a little bit of a background for everybody watching, Reliance had announced about a month ago that they will be demerging their financial services business.
Okay.
And it was going to be renamed Jio Financial Services Limited. As a part of that demerger, they had for every one share of Reliance held by any investor, they got another share of, they got one share of JFSL. And there is a price discovery, and the price of it was about 261 rupees.
Right.
And then on August 21st, so literally on Monday, it listed on the stock exchange.
Right.
So now it is listed and trades. Interestingly, when it listed at a $19 billion market cap,
Right.
making it immediately the second most valuable NBFC in India after Bajaj Finance in terms of market cap.
Right.
Interestingly, if I may say, the business is, like you said, nobody knows. They put out a few things that they'll be doing, and I'll tell you, of course, the big thing that I think they will be first focus will be on consumer lending or lending. And I think there they have two big advantages. One is, of course, with this, all the talk about data and getting that, I think with Jio, they have the best data.
Right.
I think, it's Jio. There's nothing Reliance doesn't know in terms of our purchasing, where we buy, what we buy, when we buy, and they can leverage that. And second thing that I think they'll be able to do very well is use the strength and the network of Reliance Retail. Reliance Retail today has over 15,000 stores in India, right? So next time you go to buy a TV from Reliance, Reliance Retail store, instead of maybe just being a Bajaj Finance counter ke wahan unse loan le lo, there'll also be a Reliance Jio Financial Guide living loan.
All these services that as consumer I'm used to, like BNPL or pay later, all these things can now be easily embedded into each and every services that Jio or Reliance are providing.
Absolutely.
Be it I'm paying bill for my Jio Fiber or my Jio mobile account, or I'm buying something at Jio Mart, anywhere
Absolutely.
else.
And I think, there's talk about like a super app where you, like you said, Ashish, you can do all of these the things. The other big announcement that they've made is that they are going to be getting into asset management,
Right.
For which they've tied up with BlackRock. BlackRock is the world's largest asset management company. They manage over $10 trillion. And both the companies have said they're doing a 50-50 JV, and they'll be investing $150 million each into it. That's the second thing. The other thing that they have mentioned they will be getting into is insurance. So I think there is a lot of buzz. But just to put something into perspective also, and just to keep some, it's Reliance. So there's always a lot of buzz when Reliance launches. But, as of right now, there are only 29 employees in the company. So there isn't really much we can see. But I think for a lot of the investors, they are seeing what he's built with, especially with both Reliance Retail, of course, but especially with Jio, the communications, and to see that, this in India, the market's opportunity is very, very
Immense.
large.
Yeah.
So
I think that's helpful for for today.
Yeah.
And hopefully our viewers got some idea around what Jio is doing in financial sector, and we were able to cut the noise around it. And if still our viewers have any questions or doubts, they can write them down in the comment section, and our team will be happy to help us with any answers. Till then, get a grip on your money and go beyond. Thank you.